Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Strong.lk and High Octane Fitness. We've been quiet a while. The main reason is we've been training. Sri Lanka Nationals are coming up in a week's time, so like the whole team has been training for Sri Lanka Nationals. It's a big event. The first gold medalists this time will be going for World Championships and World Games next year, so we've all been training hard. So today we're just planning to do a quick supplement review, because one thing everyone wants to know is from people, anyone who's successful at the gym or who's strong or who's got a good physique, is every person wants to know what they take. And we're not going to be talking about performance enhancing drugs here, because we don't endorse that at High Octane. But what we're going to talk about is supplements that are freely available in the market, what you can take if you don't have a budget, unlimited things you can take if you're on a budget, what you can take, things that have worked. I'm going to talk about things that have actually worked for me, rather than just tell you random stuff, what's new in the market. So I mean, the key thing when we're training is we obviously know that we need to have protein. So protein, I mean, I started off taking casein protein called Casilin in Sri Lanka, but then later on, once the more like the high-end commercial brands started coming out, I started switching to them. And the main reason I take protein is because obviously someone like me needs to have maybe 250-300 grams of protein a day, and that's really not difficult. It's very difficult for me with my lifestyle if I start cooking 5-6 meals a day. So I would have 3 to 4 shakes a day depending on my calorie intake during that period. So I personally prefer, I take any kind of protein. So I mean, here I've got Nitro Tech here. This is pretty famous. I know everyone talks about Nitro Tech. So I mean, this version of Nitro Tech is pretty good because it's very low carb. So someone who doesn't want to gain too much fat, this is perfect. It's a good protein. I've taken it myself. It's got very low carb content, very high protein, and it's also got creatine in it. So creatine, if you can't supplement separately with creatine, I mean, taking a scoop of this can give you some additional creatine to help you power through workouts. But please note, we're not endorsing any brand. To us, protein is protein. So some people prefer Combat powder, some people prefer Nitro Tech, then some will take Gold Standard. It doesn't really matter what you take, as long as you're getting your protein intake through some sort of protein. I personally take things that I actually like the taste, because if I like the taste, I know I'll drink it. So I mean, Nitro Tech is pretty good. I take another thing called Carnivore, which is a beef-based protein made by Muscle Meds. I've got some good results from that, and I actually like the taste of it, so I actually take that. Another thing you should really take if you're training hard, even for men, women, is creatine. If taking creatine really helps your performance, and it's proven. They've done so many scientific studies on creatine, and you only need to take one serving a day. So if you take 5 grams a day, that'll really help, and also it'll help your recovery as well. So actually, if you really have a choice of only protein or creatine, either one of them, I would tell you to go with creatine, because protein you can always get with food, but to get 5 grams of creatine, you need to eat half a kilo to a kilo of meat, so which is not possible for normal people. So I would suggest to take 5 grams of creatine, and I mean, you start today, you'll see the big difference on how much creatine will make by adding it to your workouts. Another thing which we take, and I know a lot of weightlifters, powerlifters, they all take, is BCAAs. That's branch chain amino acids, and I take it in the form of X10, because X10 is just proven, because I love the taste of it. It's 0 carbs, so I drink it during my workout. So I fill maybe 2 liters of water and just put 2 servings of this. What amino acids does is, it'll go give you amino acids into your basically muscles, and then it'll delay lactic acid buildup. So I mean, when you have lactic acid buildup delayed, you can lift more, you're stronger, and the best part is you can recover much faster. So it'll reduce your soreness the next day. So amino acids is really good, but I mean, this should be only taken if you're like lifting weights, if if you're doing strenuous workouts. But if you're just pottering around the treadmill and doing cardio, I wouldn't advise you to take it. But I mean, if you start trying this, you could take this. You can take Optimum Amino Acids. It doesn't matter what, to be honest, it doesn't matter what brand, but as long as you're getting it during your workout. So try to think about that and add it to your workout. Something I know 99% of you guys wouldn't know is about Green Freak. Now this was introduced by myself and another few others. Green Freak, the main reason we started taking this is because I myself hate eating vegetables. I know, I mean, you ask any person who works out a lot, they would say, no one says they love eating broccoli or spinach. So I mean, I actually found this out from a person from the States, and they told me to try this. And see, even though we don't take a lot of vegetables, vegetables do have a lot of benefits when you work out. So this, I mean, if you can have your fair share of vegetables, that's great. I would suggest you to do that. But for people like me who can't eat a lot of vegetables and who doesn't like the taste of it, I would tell you to try Greens Freak. One serving of this is equal to like 6 portions of vegetables, and it's got a lot of ingredients. And I know a lot of people at High Octane have taken this upon my recommendation, and they say that their workouts, they can't explain the amount of energy they have. They feel so much more better, their moods are better, and some other good things, and they just feel like 1 month of taking this, they just feel stronger, leaner, and they just feel so much better. So I know a lot of people swear by this, and every time this runs out, I got so many people coming saying, please get this down, please get this down. How you take Greens Freak is you just take 1 serving in the morning. It doesn't taste great, but it just tastes like a very thick vegetable juice. But once you down it, in 1 month later, you'll have really good results, and it's proven, and I've tried this myself. So try to do some research on it. It's made by a company called Pharma Freak, and it's called Green Freak. Another good brand, I can't say I've tried this, but I know women who have tried this. This is made for women. Actually, it's made by Balance Nutrition, and it's got some really key good ingredients like L-carnitine, and it's got a bit of caffeine and green tea extract. And this blend is formulated for mostly women, so it's got a moderate rate of protein, and I would suggest any and it's priced very well. So I would suggest, like, for women, ladies who are working out and who need to get a bit more nutrition, try to swap your tea or coffee for like 2 servings of these a day, and you will definitely feel the results. And the ingredients are really good, and I know a lot of people have taken it, and it's definitely given them good results. So it's available here freely, and even at leading supermarkets, so you can try this as well. Now, the 2 biggest things I have, being a powerlifter and who likes to eat a lot of things, is I have a big craving for sweets, and obviously I can't go start divulging on brownies and cakes. So what I live on is protein bars and protein cookies. This is actually my favorite. It's called Oya. It's made by a company called ISS Research, and it's really good. The taste is amazing. It's better than any chocolate bar. So if you guys can get your hands on these are available at High Octane as well. It's called the Oya bar, and it's got like chocolate and caramel and peanut butter, and it's really tasty. It's low carb as well. It's only got 20 grams of net carbs, so that's not much. And if you split it into 2, it can really help your sweet cravings. And then we got the complete cookie. That's also a protein cookie, and it's got a lot of fiber as well. And things like this, supplementing these will definitely help you, because a lot of people I know when they're dieting, they get sugar cravings. So if you can start taking some of these, it'll really help you achieve your goals. But mainly I want you guys to remember that, okay, these are all supplements, and what you mean by supplements is you're supplementing it for basically whole foods. So I know some of the people who are like, I know personally, who are very strong, they don't take any of this because they just rely on food. But the problem is with the working and with having a busy lifestyle, we don't have time to start cooking meals, having eggs, boiling vegetables and things like that. So for people who have that busy lifestyle, I would personally recommend having these ingredients in your diet. So I would say go with protein, go with creatine, try to get your hands on the Greens Freak, the vegetables. But if you can eat vegetables, then just have the vegetables. And if you have sugar cravings, try to supplement it with protein bars. So But if you're on a very tight budget, still the basics like rice, dal, chicken, eggs, milk, they still work, all the old school things. So, but if you don't have an unlimited budget, try to put in some of these and see how you feel. I know we've tried and tested these supplements, and they all worked for us. When it comes to pre-workouts, I mean, we take anything with a high level of caffeine, so it doesn't matter whether it's NO Explode or any other pre-workout. Whatever that suits you. The tolerance is different for people. So like NO Explode will work for me, but it won't work for someone else. So just that you can have to figure out yourself. But sometimes even 2 cups of coffee, I just have 2 cups of black coffee, and that really helps me more than any pre-workout. So try that as well before your workout, and you'll see you'll be lifting much more intense and you feel much more stronger. So let us know if there's any other videos you'd like to see. We're going to do a couple of videos and some workouts today as well, and I hope you guys enjoy it.